5:52 in the half. Cornell with a 2-point lead. They'll take it down with Cherry, Fallis, Hatter, Honora, and Jordan Abdur-Rauf, the freshman, into the game from Rockville, Maryland. Right of the arc is Cherry. Couple of dribbles. Now he'll switch to the left hand, penetrate the paint, kick it left to Fallis, push it off to Hatter, and now Hatter will come right of the arc. So we're under 5.5 to go. They'll come out, hedge on him, as Cherry surveying, goes into a double team, whips it left. Abdur-Rauf will plant, will fire, and stroke the first three-pointer of his Cornell career. Jordan Abdur-Rauf setting up nicely to knock home the three ball. That's the third of the afternoon for Cornell in a 23-18 Big Red lead. Trap left side, Banegas-Flores gets it off to Thomas, went inside, ball poked away out of the double team, picked up by Hatter, bounce it right, filling the lane as Cherry goes inside, offensive foul. Second time in the half they have drawn an offensive foul, UMass Lowell. This time it was DJ Malachnik who was waiting for him down low. And for Cherry individually, that'll be his first. Team foul-wise, Cornell has reached their limit with 6. 4:51 in the half, UMass Lowell to get possession. They'll inbound against backcourt pressure. They trail Cornell 23-18. Crawford back into the game. Behind the back dribble. Comes into the front court. Backing the dribble. Played straight up by Devin Cherry. Bounce it right. Honora knocks the ball away. Honora dives to the floor, and he'll get fouled by Kerry Weldon. It is obvious this energy by this sophomore from Atlanta. He has been everywhere defensively for Cornell this afternoon, David Honora. So Bill Courtney's done a nice job of rotating his bench. He's already brought Lamore, Abdur-Rauf, Fallis, Smith, Tomich off the bench. So he has already used 10 players this afternoon. And the energy of Honora picks up a player control foul against the River Hawks. Red in their offensive front court, 4.5 to play. Alley-oop, right baseline. Cherry threw it too wide of Honora, who was trying to come down the alley at the baseline, and that ball sails out of bounds. So that'll be turnover number 5 against Cornell with 4:27 in a lightning quick first half. Red with a 23-18 lead. UMass Lowell to slowly walk it into the front court. Crawford, the freshman, bounce it up top. Squaring up for the dribble handoff is Livingston. Back to Crawford. Weave it right. Banegas-Flores looks around. They try to set a screen. Now they fire it inside. It's deflected away down low. That's a turnover. Picked up by Cornell. Picked up by Devin Cherry. Fires it deep left baseline. The lefty is Hatter. In and out on the left side three-point shot. Banegas-Flores got the rebound. Charged down the center of the floor. And he's going to get bumped into. And it will be a 1-and-1 for UMass Lowell. Robert Hatter picks up his first, team foul number 7. Free throws upcoming, but not before 9-8-7 the buzzer. Cornell with a 23-18 lead. And here at the free throw line, Marco Banegas-Flores. It hits the rim on the front end attempt and dribbles in for his 4th point of the afternoon. So the Red with a 4-point lead. They're still shooting terrific, 55%, 10 of 18, 37% from 3. Flores with the second of 2. To give him 5, 23-20 Cornell. Rebounds, 12-11 Big Red. They have held the River Hawks to 31% shooting. Cornell with 6 turnovers. And again, Miller and Tomich with 14 of the 23 points. Abdur-Rauf get it into Tomich, posting up in the lane. Turnaround shot went off the left side of the rim. Strong rebound. Thomas, muscular-looking guard as a freshman, will bring it down. They weave it around. Banegas-Flores, lefty dribble to the foul line. Will kick it left. Shot faking is Holly on the left of the arc as Miller looking to talk to his coach, possibly get into the game. To the right elbow it goes. The jumper, three-point style. Livingston off the right side of the rim. Red with the rebound. Again, Cherry to push the pace for Cornell. Comes down right of the arc. Entry pass intended for Tomich. They try to deny the pass. They knock it away by Holly in terms of the entry pass. And that's going to be a foul coming up. Holly picks up individually foul number 2 as Abdur-Rauf goes to the bench. leaves with a 3-point field goal. He's replaced by Sean Miller. Team foul number 4, not a shooting foul. They'll inbound. Cherry, deep right baseline, missed the 3. Punched out by Tomic to Robert Hatter. Tomic, like Honora, making his presence felt as Cornell will reset in their half-court offense. Fallis right of the arc, throw it into the block. The right block takes the baseline is Miller for the right side layup. He's the first double-figure scorer for either club. 25-20, 10 of the 25 to this sleek senior forward from Cleveland, Ohio. Sean Miller dribbling the ball back into the game is Mark Cornelius. He gets it out right side, and Livingston strokes a long right side 3. They needed that one. UMass Lowell, 2-point game, 25-23 Cornell. Reddle again work the half-court offense. Cherry off to Miller. Up top, Fallis sends it to the right. This is Robert Hatter. Push it off to Fallis. Deep left to the arc, Miller. Miller back to Fallis. Cornell's half-court, a lot better the last couple of games, but as Hatter caught it, he dragged the pivot foot. And that should be turnover number 7 of the afternoon against Cornell. 2:11 in the half. 2-point Cornell lead, 25-23. As Abdur Rauf comes in for Ned Tomic. Tomic leaves with the 6 points off the bench. Red already with 12 bench points, and that is a pleasing sign. They had that production against Binghamton last Saturday. 2-point lead for the Red. The Riverhawks offensively will have it. Right of the arc, little jab step is Crawford. Comes into the lane. Up top it goes. The left-handed shooting Thomas off the left side of the glass on the 3-point shot. Ball bounces out towards the Cornell bench. Out of bounds. Last touch off the scrum by the Riverhawks. So JoJo Fallis comes out. Darrell Smith comes in. Again, Bill Courtney freely subbing. He's really settled on what has been a pretty consistent 8-man rotation, which again has expanded to 10 this afternoon. Cherry hedged way up top. Off to Abdur Rauf, back to Cherry, into the right block, Miller. Cherry had a notion. He'll bounce it back to Miller. A little 2-man game. Straight away is Devin Cherry. Hard off the back iron on the 3-point attempt. Banegas-Flores with the rebound. Outlet goes to Thomas, driving into the paint with the left hand off the glass. Upperclassman move for Jahad Thomas. Tie ball game. A 25-all Cornell and the Riverhawks. They throw it to the right baseline. Abdur Rauf, the turnaround shot that went off the rim. Rebound to Cornelius. Our 5th tie of the contest, and we approach, and we have a minute to play. It's been a terrific first half of basketball between these two clubs as they send it right. Stolen away by Cherry, streaking into the front court, driving for the left side layup. The steal and the lay-in for the lightning-quick senior Devin Cherry. Down to 40 seconds in the half, 10 seconds differential shot in the game clock. As they come right, swooping in right side, Abdur Rauf says to Lance Crawford, not in this house. He swats that ball out of bounds. Abdur Rauf, who had 2 blocks against Loyola, that's his 3rd of the season. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here with 34 seconds in the half. Cornell with a 27-25 lead at Brown in the Ivy League, most recently Oregon State. Terrific halftime chat. We'll replay it for you at halftime, which has 34 seconds to play. 2-point Cornell lead. UMass Lowell with the ball. Again, 10-second differential shot in the game clock. Right of the elbow. Thomas comes inside against 3 Cornell players. Miss it. Ball's tipped around inside. Abdur Rauf comes up with the ball to Darrell Smith off to Devin Cherry. And Cornell will work their last shot offense. It's either Cancer or Cherry that initiates it. With Jalal on the bench, it'll be Devin Cherry who'll go up top. Spinning. Bounce pass, dump it off to Miller, who turns, posts up, the hook, rolled off the rim. Rebound Livingston at the buzzer. Cherry set up Miller perfectly.